An airstrike on one of the last holdouts of ISIS in Syria has killed 54 people, more than half of them civilians. The US-led coalition fighting the jihadists said it or its allies may have carried out air raids in the area, and it was investigating the alleged civilian deaths. The raid late on Thursday on an ice factory near the village of Al-Susa close to the Iraqi border killed 28 civilians and 26 as jihadists, the Britain-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights said. It was not immediately clear if the raid on the eastern Deir Ezzor province was carried out by an Iraqi plane or the coalition, the Monitor said. In a written statement, the US-led alliance said, the coalition or our partner forces may have conducted strikes in the vicinity of Al-Susa and Baghar Fakani on Thursday. We are forwarding the report to our civilian casualty cell for further assessment on this allegation, it said. Iraqi warplanes have recently carried out strikes against ISIS in eastern Syria, while coalition aircraft have been supporting Kurdish-led fighters battling the jihadists. Share this article. Share the ISIS fighters were Syrians and Iraqis, the observatory said. State news agency SANA reported the strike late on Thursday, saying more than 30 civilians were killed and accusing the coalition of carrying it out. ISIS fighters swept across Syria and Iraq in 2014, declaring a cross-border caliphate in areas they controlled. They have since lost most of the territory to various offensives, but still retain pockets of land in Syria, including in the country's vast Badia Desert and in Deir Ezzor. ISIS fighters have faced two separate offensives in Deir Ezzor on either side of the Euphrates River that cuts through the province. Russia-backed regime forces have pushed back the jihadists on the western side of the Euphrates, while the US-backed Syrian Democratic Forces have battled them to its east. Al-Susa lies to the east of the Euphrates River, in a pocket of territory still held by the jihadists. ISIS fighters have been expelled from most urban centers in Syria, but analysts say they have retained their ability to pounce from the desert. Last month, an ISIS incursion into the town of Abu Kamal on the west of the Euphrates left dozens of pro-regime fighters dead. Attacks spiked after the jihadists were evacuated from their last bastion outside Damascus in May, many heading to the Badia Desert, the observatory said. The terror group also has a presence in the northwestern province of Idlib, as well as in the southwestern province of Deir, where it has been battling opposition fighters in recent days. The government and rebels last week announced a ceasefire agreement as the regime moves to retake control of the whole of the province, but ISIS is excluded from that deal. The jihadists hold a corner of territory in Deir on the border with Jordan and the Israeli-occupied Golan Heights. This week, they seized the nearby village of Heat from rebels who had agreed to hand over their heavy weapons to the regime after deadly clashes.